House to Tame Your Dragon, Episode 7. Grab your monocles and swirl your wine because we've got hollow pretensions to last you for days. You'll sound so smart discussing all the things this show doesn't from this 1 hour of television alone. Let's go. The execution of Ned Stark. The Red Wedding. The death of Rhaenyra Velaryon. Events that redefine the very laws of television. This is how proper build-up is done, and 1 episode is all it takes if you're the king of Hollywood. Oh, and remember how Viserys totally figured out Otto's agenda back in episode 4 and fired him for being a self-serving, power-hungry little sneak? Well, there's obviously no one better to replace him than himself, and with Lionel dying in a mysterious fire, Otto really is the natural choice to replace him as Hand of the King. But never mind any of that, because look, dragons! But wait, there's more. Check out this angle of Rhaenyra. This is gonna look great in the trailer later. Oh, look, it's not my fault nothing is happening, guys.
Have you seen your father?
Don't you dare answer a question like that.
Your little cousins have lost their mother.
Good. Now, speaking of build-up, here's little Helena and her ominous ramblings. A cheeky little Easter egg to the nerds out there who enjoy feeling like they're better than those of us who haven't read the books.
Green, spool of black, dragons, the flesh, weaving dragons of thread.
Huh? I hear you asking, well, what does that do for us who haven't read the book? And where is she getting these very specific prophetic ideas from? And the answer is, and I might be paraphrasing here, but sit down, shut the f*** up, and give us your money so we can do this again next year with a bigger budget and even less effort. Ooh, look at that. I can only assume that Helena trapping the spider is a hint at a development between Larys and the Valyrians somehow. And speaking of, next up is the Master of Creeps eyeing up his favorite girl, which is cool and normal now that she's all grown up.
Lionel Strongside's been staring at you since the moment we arrived, Your Grace.
It is only a look of pride, Sir Kristen.
Look of pride? What? Anyway, let's find out how Corlys is coping in this time of mourning. I can't even imagine what losing a daughter must be like.
Both my seat and High Tide will be yours one day, Viserys.
From the Lord Driftmark. It means everyone's dead.
All right, Grandfather of the Year, how are you going to save this one?
It's your birthright, lad.
Sorry.
I don't want it.
Wait, what did you just say?
I don't want it.
Huh, I could have sworn. Okay, well, the rest of the scene is basically just people looking at each other. But it's fine. It's not like people watch Game of Thrones for the dialogue or anything.
Brother. Lord Commander.
Unless you count that as dialogue, I suppose. Can we get some more dragons up in here or what? That's what I'm talking about. All right. Now, this is what it looks like when 2 writers work on 1 character each and don't get to compare notes before going into production.
The surgeons in Pentos are as well trained as our maesters.
Mayhaps the gods have scorned us for our insatiable pride.
The crown was yours until those fools at the Great Council plucked it from your head.
Yeah, it's a little disjointed or whatever, but look at all the themes they're conveying so that you can sound smart when discussing it afterwards or something.
What is this brief mortal life? If not the pursuit of legacy?
No one talks like this. Get to the point.
Rhaenyra's children are not of your blood.
You're not wrong, but you're still arrested, you f***ing racist. Over at the beach, Ray tries something brand new and starts complaining about her life, particularly about her husband being gay. Pfft.
We did try to conceive a child, but to no avail.
And because we never got to actually experience Rhaenyra's relationship with Harwin, here's a quick recap.
I understand Sir Harwin was quite devoted to you.
Yes, he was.
I mean, imagine if Game of Thrones would have done the same thing with, I don't know, Robb and Talisa.
Your king says he betrayed me for love. I say he betrayed me for firm tits and a tight fit.
Anyway, silly me for going on about Game of Thrones. This show isn't about character arcs and intrigue, it's about Rhaenyra complaining about her awful life. Let's just enjoy it for what it is.
Yes, well, that has been my lot since my father named me heir. I've been alone. You abandoned me. And look at what my life became. Droll tragedy.
Oh, Ray, when you talk like that, you make a Daemon go mad. And from one sexy beast to another, lounging on the beach over there is Vhagar. And is it just the poor Lilith scene, or has she decided to let her hair down and show a bit of ankles tonight, eh? Well, someone is clearly begging for a ride, and Hot D has got just the child for the job. Alright, get a room, you two. And as a consequence of Aemon claiming Vhagar's availability, Bela and Rhaenyra somehow show up right on cue to show us how to neither write dialogue for children nor how to direct them.
It's him.
It's me.
Vhagar is my mother's dragon.
Your mother's dead. Vhagar has a new rider now.
Oh, you gonna let him talk about your mom like that? Hell yeah, this is the fight we've been waiting for. A bit like Clegane Bowl, am I right? No? Because of the complete lack of build-up? Yeah, no, I get it.
You will die screaming in flames just as your father did. Bastards.
If this scene weren't a bunch of erratic kids with up parents and nothing better to do, I would have a field day calling out the errors here, but alas. Boys will be boys, I guess.
You'll have to close an eye.
Well, at least something happened that just might bear some semblance of consequences.
Cease this at once!
And the Kingsguard show up right on cue, but not in time to intervene.
How could you allow such a thing to happen?
Yeah, all kinds of craziness keep happening on your watch, Harold. You may want to change something up. Maybe start by dismissing the psychotic murderer who taught the kids how to fight in the first place. But anyway, who remembers Game of Thrones Episode 2?
What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this?
Who did this?
Don't touch me. That's not true. He attacked Bela. That's not what happened.
Enough! Tell it all and tell it true. I will have the truth of what happened.
You and that boy beat him with clubs while you set your wolf on him. The Prince Lucerys brought a blade to the ambush. He meant to kill my son.
Okay, that's actually a valid point. Why is the kid walking around with it?
Vile insults were levied against them.
Yeah, but why was he carrying a knife, though?
What insults?
Guys, a knife!
The legitimacy of my son's birth was put loudly to question.
You tell me, boy. Where did you hear this lie?
Okay, fine. Forget it.
It's a great crime to lie to a king. Your king demands an answer.
It was Aegon.
Aegon?
Aegon!
Me.
Damn it, children, fight. This interminable infighting must cease!
See to it that your daughter's disciplined. I'll do the same with my son.
Now make your apologies and show goodwill to one another.
Joffrey will bear these scars for the rest of his life.
Aemond has been damaged permanently, my king. Goodwill cannot make him whole.
What would you have me do? What would you have me do?
I want her punished.
There is a debt to be paid.
What of the beast that savaged your son?
I shall have one of her son's eyes in return. Sir Criston, bring me the Eye of Lucerys, Velaryon.
You will do no such thing.
Stay your hand.
No, you have sworn to me!
Pretty sure the Kingsguard are sworn to the king, but what do I know? At this point, the laws of consistency in Westeros seem to change about as often as Daemon gets banished, so you tell me. Oh, girl, if you want something done, you gotta do it yourself.
Alicent, stay with the king! Hold your ground!
Now, attacking the princess has surely got to yield some consequences.
Alicent, let her go!
Release the blade, Alicent.
Okay, now that just about does it, right? Harold, where are you, my man? Maybe time to do your goddamn job? And Viserys, I'm sorry about your wife trying to murder your daughter and whatever, but the people need to know. What are you gonna do about this?
This proceeding is at an end.
Okay, anyway. Turns out Rhaenyra's dramatic injury is but a flesh wound. Nothing of any lasting consequence or anything.
Valyrian steel cuts clean.
Yes, a clean Valyrian steel cut down the forearm never killed nobody, you silly goose. Also, and granted, I'm no maester, but how has it taken them from midnight until midday to treat her? Was the emergency room too busy for the crown princess or something?
Thank you, Maester. Leave us. You as well. You've already found enough trouble today.
Tonight, today, who's counting anyway?
I should have been there. I have fought dreadful enemies, but I could not defend my dear sister, far from home and in agony.
Right, Rhaenyra. Like, no homo, but where the hell were you when your sister was giving birth? What kind of brother are you? Damn.
I hate the gods for making me as they did.
Okay, that's homophobic. In other news, over in this totally normal medieval carriage made from totally normal medieval materials, let's take 40 seconds or roughly $222,000 worth of screen time to remind you that Viserys is sick and dying and then speak no more of it.
We'll speak no more of it.
And over on the cliff, Rhaenyra and Daemon philosophize about the power of fire to which they owe everything, for better or worse.
Perhaps the Valarians knew the truth of it. The sea is the better ally.
Fire is a prison. The sea offers an escape.
Wow. Just wow. And on a boat made from totally normal medieval materials, Larys the Varys comes over to offer Alicent some murder.
That will not be necessary. But your devotion has not gone unnoticed.
Ooh, she sure knows how to make a man's day, this one. Oh, but back on the cliff, things are heating up, if you know what I mean, as Rhaenyra proposes to Daemon in Finnish. Sorry, High Valyrian, the language of love.
Ilvur anogri ilo letago. En pranot chimerir zalagonim dealings.
Just one little problem there, Ray.
We could not marry unless Rhaenyra were dead. Sir Cole, said to be a knight of remarkable skill.
What are you asking of me, my lord? A quick death, one with witnesses.
That's really vague. Surely there's a more detail. Nope, the scene ends. Let's hope everything just falls into place then. Okay, montage time.
Who let you in here?
Hell yeah, I love a good intrigue. My lord, get him, Carl. Cole, whatever. Damn, this is just like Game of Thrones, only not at all and completely f***ing rushed. And still, it's the best thing that's happened all episode. Oh look, a red wedding! And you know what they say about weddings.
What good is the word extravagant if it can't be used to describe a royal wedding?
Well, it certainly can't describe this one. But on the bright side, it's clearly safer this way. No Kingsguard around to start riots or lords tripping over themselves to take a swing at the groom. Everybody wins. Everybody except Baela and Rhaenyra. It's that awkward moment when your dad marries his niece who was married to your uncle, and your cousins are now your half-brothers. Your uncle is now your grandfather. Your other cousins are also your uncles, and your new stepmom becomes her own aunt. See you next week.